Yo, welcome back to another video, everybody. Welcome back to another trade recap. Today I ended up banking for a little over 3.3k across 4 funded accounts. I know not all of them copy traded, but ended up taking this short right here. As you guys can see, almost a 2.16 RR, I believe, or somewhere there. And I'm explaining everything as the way I saw it, obviously. So coming into the day, I turned off AM session as my indicator just because it was too distracting, but we can obviously see that we dumped. And usually, again, I always want to long when we're at all-time highs, but we're not at all-time highs. We are almost 500 points away from all-time highs. Okay. When we have a dump in Asia, dump in London, dump in pre-market, and then I guess we eventually do open up. I would want to be bullish, but wants don't always get filled. Looking at the data, right, we're probably going to fill in an imbalance and then shoot to the downside like we did. Okay, so yeah, I was definitely looking for a bigger bearish move than I was a shorter bullish one. And the only reason I'm mentioning that is because, again, you could have taken this. I honestly would have taken this too. I feel like if I was bullish, and I also do not trade the first 5 minutes of market open because I've just noticed with the volatility and everything, it just, I don't know, like I just have a negative win rate, or I just don't win much. So that's why I limit myself to trades obviously later in the session. As we can see, again, I honestly would be fine with being bullish if we were going to inverse this 1 hour gap. I know it's a little like difficult to see it in the moment, but because we had this 1 hour gap and we had all these 15-minute gaps, like if we could inverse the 1 hour was my highest time frame, then I would be looking to take draws or trades up to the London highs or Asia highs, right? But that never ended up happening. We kept respecting the 1 hour, the 30-minute, the 15-minute, the 5-minute. You get it, right? So again, I really wanted to see us happen this 5-minute and then probably close above the 1 hour to take longs. That didn't happen. We inversed the 5-minute, and I was like, cool, how can we get more confirmation on this trade? We had a 1 minute I guess external SMT right here. And then I just wanted to see extra confirmation. We didn't really have any like on any other fair value gap to get inversed. Again, like we inversed this 3 minute to the upside, so I was like, I don't know, I kind of want to sit out like this chop. If we get a clean setup, I'm gonna take it. We do get this clean setup. We inverse it finally right here on this candle. I enter right on like 10 seconds before. It was a really good clean close right here. Then after that, we literally right after that we Drake sized to the upside. Like we literally pumped a good amount, and then I was kind of getting nervous. I was like, we're kind of late in the session, what are we gonna do? Regardless, we stayed true to the model. We stayed true to the strategy, the trade, whatever you want to call it. Stop loss was right at this high because, again, like I could have put it all the way up at this high, but if we were gonna go all the way to this high, then it's like, I don't know. You could say, yeah, this is low resistance liquidity right here. However, at the end of the day, when you're looking bullish or bearish on every single time frame and you have the inversion, I don't really care too much because, again, if we're going to sweep this high, we're most likely going to sweep this high. And then if we're going to sweep this high, we're most likely going to sweep this high. So, again, just kind of based on probability and just like the things that I've seen, but just kept it on this high. Right? Went break even. Some people probably went break even right here. It really wouldn't have mattered. It's not like you would have got stopped out break even, but I went break even a little lower. I believe it was like somewhere here, right here on this 1 minute gap. That's when I went break even, and then what do we do, bro? We edged the TP. The TP was right here, yeah. So my TP was off of this low right here. What do we literally come right next to it, and I'm like, yes, sir. No way this isn't failing. After you see 1, 2, 3 pretty much Drake size candles to the downside. We pump up, we pump down. This is it. We come this close, literally 3 points away, and we don't take it. But I had my stop loss up to right here, and I was like, no way I get stopped out on this, bro. This is so A+. This is so textbook. Like, everything is right. And bro, also my trading view expired, man. Gotta renew. But again, not part of it. I had my stop loss here because I was trailing. I was like, if it's gonna sweep this high again, we could probably rebalance. But the whole time we were tapping back into this 5 minute. I wasn't really too focused on this 5 minute. I guess you could make the argument that like we could have swept it and then keep going, but this was all I was looking for, bro. All I was looking for. Beautiful. and then we finally take it. I did end up closing a little early, so my actual take profit was like somewhere like here, but again, like a 2RR. Ended up would have hitting, everything would have hit, like, and then this was pretty much the bottom or the low of the session in terms of like the actual drawn liquidity. So, you know, again, like right once we swept this, there were no other draws lower, which kind of was a reason why, like, you could make the argument like this gap, I guess, but like this was also partially why, like, I just wanted to be more bullish, even though that didn't end up happening, right? So you could see we had this new day opening gap right here, or yeah, new day, boom, never got filled. So if we're gonna dump tomorrow, we're definitely gonna take it for sure. However, I will not be trading tomorrow because tomorrow is FOMC AM sessions. I have never won, and I've learned that the hard way. Do not trade FOMC mornings. Do not be the unprofitable guy who does. Just stay away from it. Tomorrow is the one day out of like the month, or I don't even know how often FOMC is, or however many months, that I just do not trade. So with that being said, that's going to wrap it up. No trades tomorrow. Thursday probably bounce back, and then Friday I don't plan on trading, or if I do take a trade, it's going to be very, very low size. Yeah, again, with that being said, W day today. Make sure if you guys are interested in buying accounts, use my code MISH on Alpha Futures. They're running a 20% off sale until the end of April, start of May. And you get entered into a giveaway. Going to be giving away 2 funded accounts to anybody who uses my code. The more accounts you buy, the more entries, obviously. So, yeah. Also, make sure you guys join the free Discord. Comment if you need the free Discord. I got y'all. And thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Peace out.